Before you listen further, pause for a moment. What if everything you've been taught about success was only the surface? What if the real breakthrough lies somewhere deeper, somewhere uncomfortable? Now let's begin. You have always been told to work hard, focus, and dream big. And that sounds inspiring, doesn't it? But the most important truth, without which all hard work remains incomplete, is never talked about. Why? Because some secrets are deliberately hidden from you. Secrets that, if you grasp them, can change the entire direction of your life. And not just slightly, completely. Now, for the first time, this audiobook will take you to those doors where true power is hidden. That power which has been suppressed by noise until now. Those paths which perhaps no one has openly presented to you before today. And the special thing is Chapter 6 and Chapter 17. These are the turning points where you will discover things that this world has kept hidden from you until now. So don't treat this like just another book summary. Focus on what matters. It's not just a book, it's a journey that awakens your dormant power. Now is the time to know, to awaken, and to truly move forward. Hello friends, let's go to Chapter 1. Yes, but be sure to stick around till the end, because real understanding is built there. Because the biggest shift always happens at the end. Chapter 1. Not every task is necessary. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever wondered why, after a day of hustle and bustle, it still feels like we haven't achieved anything important? From morning till night, we make ourselves feel very busy. Replying to emails, checking messages on WhatsApp, attending random calls, getting entangled in mobile notifications. But still, at the end of the day, a void remains in the heart. It feels like we didn't really do what could truly take us forward. And that feeling is painful. In fact, this is the biggest mistake. We forget to differentiate between important and urgent things. Not everything that looks urgent is truly important. And this is where most people lose their direction. Take an example. Suppose you have a big exam to give or a dream project to start. But suddenly a friend calls and says, "Brother, it's urgent. Talk now." You get entangled in that conversation. After the call ends, you realize that your entire focus is broken. This is the real trap, the trap of urgency. And the interesting thing is that we ourselves lay this trap. Think for a moment. If we keep reacting to everything that seems urgent every time, when will our dreams, our real goals be fulfilled? This is why Darius Foru says, "The secret to success is not doing everything, but focusing on the right things." Since childhood, we have been taught to be busy and life will be made. But no one tells us that being busy and being productive are two different things, and that difference decides your future. When you get entangled in every small distraction, you move away from your true dreams without realizing it. It's like someone running a marathon but stopping every short distance to take selfies. How will they reach their destination then? So understand the first rule. Not every task is necessary. Only do the tasks that truly take you closer to your goal. Now the question arises, how to identify which task is truly important? It's a very simple method. Ask your heart, will this task fulfill my goal? If the answer is yes, only then invest your energy in it. If the answer is no, then no matter how urgent it seems, learn to politely ignore it. For example, if your dream is to build a great business, it's better to create a business strategy, explore new ideas, or improve your skills instead of watching random videos all day. Because that's the real work. Everything else is just distractions. A small story comes to mind here. Once an old farmer explained to his son, "Son, if you start throwing stones at every barking dog, you will never reach your destination. Your job is to focus on the straight path, not on every distraction." This philosophy should be ours too. Instead of paying attention to every noise, every notification, every urgency, it's better to keep moving steadily towards your dream. Now imagine if you just do one such task every day that can truly change your life. Then, in 365 days, where can your life reach? Imagine taking just one small, meaningful step every day. Maybe it will seem very slow at first, but after a few months, when you look back, You will be proud of yourself. And this is the real secret. It's easy to look busy, but truly staying focused is the art that changes lives. In the next chapter, we will talk about a mindset that will save you from daily distractions and lead you towards your biggest dreams. Let's move forward. Chapter 2. Get out of the crowd. Walk your own path. Let's be honest for a second. Every morning when you pick up your mobile, do you first get a glimpse of other people's lives? Someone is traveling on Instagram. Someone's new car photo is on WhatsApp. Someone's new job post is on LinkedIn. And slowly, a slight restlessness starts to settle in our hearts. Everyone is moving forward. Why am I left behind? This is the biggest mistake. Comparing yourself to the crowd. Darius Faroo says, if you always run in other people's races, you will never win your own race. Imagine if a farmer who grows mangoes kept looking at an apple orchard every day. Would he ever be able to grow good mangoes? No. He has to look at his own field, his own seeds, his own crop. He has to immerse himself in his work, not in the noise of the crowd. Real success comes when you recognize your own path, not when you copy others. Take an example. If your dream is to build a career in writing, then just getting an IT job because everyone else is doing it will never make you happy inside. Leaving the crowd is not easy. It will feel lonely, doubts will come, but true satisfaction is hidden not in the path of the crowd, but in your own path. Now imagine if from today you only focus on your dreams and stop comparing. How fast can your growth be in the next year? In the next chapter, we will learn how to make your time your biggest investment. Let's understand the true power of our time. Chapter 3. Understand time, change life. Now pause and visualize something powerful. Imagine you get 86 rupees, 400 every day. But the condition is that whatever is left after 12 midnight will all become zero. Would you spend it unnecessarily? No, right? You would plan every rupee carefully. But every day we waste 86,400 seconds like this, without thinking, without understanding. And that is the tragedy. Darius Faroo says, he who understands time has conquered life. Time is the most valuable currency. Money can be earned, it can come back. But once time is gone, it never comes back. And that is what makes it priceless. Now the question arises, how to manage time? It's a very simple method. Every morning, ask yourself, what is the most important task today? And then keep focusing on that throughout the day. Do not allow noise to steal it. Look at an example. If today your goal is to work on your side hustle, then first fix a dedicated slot for it. Mobile scrolling can happen later. But dream-building time doesn't come back. Time blocking is the most powerful technique, where you decide the time for each activity in advance. This prevents confusion in the mind and maintains focus. Now imagine if you consciously invest just 10% of your time every day. How impossible can your progress be in a year? Think deeply about that. Now in the next chapter, we will learn how deciding the right priorities is the real path to success. Let's learn the next step of focus. Fourth book. Choosing the right work is the real victory. Let's dig deeper. Have you ever felt that after staying busy all day, at night it feels like nothing meaningful happened? Why? Because we often keep doing every task, but we fail to choose the right task. Darius Faroo says, the secret to success is not that you are doing more work, but that you are doing the right work. That one shift changes everything. Imagine if an archer shot every arrow in random directions, would he ever hit the target? No focus and precision are what change the game. Take an example. If today you decide to only work on projects that are connected to your long-term goals, then your effort and energy will go directly towards your dreams. Other things like random meetings, unnecessary parties, gossip will just drain energy. Choosing the right work is uncomfortable. Many times you have to say no. Many times you feel FOMO. But remember, every time you say yes to the wrong things, you are saying no to your dreams. That is a heavy price. Now, imagine if from today, just one right task is consciously chosen every day, how different your life will be after a year. In the next chapter, we will talk about how small consistency brings big results. Let's strengthen the foundation of dreams. Chapter 5. Small Steps, Big Destination. Most people want dramatic change, but the truth is different. Whenever we read the story of a successful person, it feels like they did something big overnight. But in reality, behind every big success are thousands of small, seemingly boring steps. Darius Forey says consistency, not intensity, changes everything. Let that sink in. Imagine if you work on an important skill for just 20 minutes every day. You can make more than 120 hours of progress in a year. 20 minutes doesn't seem like much, but the cumulative effect is the real game changer. Take an example. Reading one page every day seems small, but in a year, 365 pages, maybe 2 or 3 entire books. Small steps can seem boring. Immediate results are not visible, but the real magic slowly builds up. Now imagine if from today you start taking just small steps, how much your identity, your thinking, your reality can change in the next year. Now in the next chapter, that turning point is coming, where we will see the very first deep eye-opener. Chapter 6 can shake your thinking. Get ready. Chapter 6. Who is the real enemy? Eye-opener chapter. Take a deep breath before this one. Who is your biggest enemy? Bad luck? Family pressure? Less opportunities? No. Your biggest enemy is your own mind. Darius Forey says distractions and excuses are the real causes of your biggest defeat. Think carefully. Every time you think, man, I don't feel like it today, let's watch YouTube for a while. I'll definitely start tomorrow. Then all these are excuses made by your mind. The mind wants to keep you in your comfort zone because the mind's job is to protect you from risk, to keep you away from trouble. But growth always happens outside of comfort. Take an example. If today you have to go to the gym, your mind will say, let's start from tomorrow. But when you ignore it and go to the gym, that's when real mind control begins. Mastering the mind is not a one-day job. It's a daily struggle. Awareness is the first step. Every time your mind gives you an excuse, just ask yourself one question. Is this really helping me? Now imagine if from today you start catching every excuse of your mind, how much your power can multiply in the next few months. Now, in the next chapter, we will learn how self-discipline can be turned into a superpower. Let's strengthen our power even more. Chapter 7. Discipline, the real superpower. Now we are entering dangerous territory. Imagine if there was one thing that could turn all your dreams into reality, whether it's money, health, or relationships. What would it be? It would be self-discipline. Darius Forey says motivation comes and goes, but discipline always stays with you. Relying on motivation is like waiting for rain. Sometimes it will come, sometimes it won't, but discipline brings its own cloud. Discipline doesn't mean a boring life. Discipline means keeping your big goals above your momentary desires. Look at an example. If you have decided to read a book for 30 minutes every morning, then no matter how sleepy you are, you will get up and study. Small disciplined acts every day together create your dream life. There is no one big heroic moment. Every day there are small decisions that write your destiny. Imagine if from today you take just one small step of self-discipline every day. How much you will have changed yourself after a year. Now, in the next chapter, we will learn how small habits lead to big destinations. Let's learn next-level thinking. Chapter 8. Small Habits, Big Change. Now we enter the mechanics of transformation. Every time we think about changing life, big goals come to mind. I will study 4 hours every day. I will finish 2 books every month. But in trying to do so, we get tired in 3 days. And then we quit. In reality, life changes with small habits. Darius Forey says, micro-habits bring massive success. This is where the real shift begins. Take an example. Writing gratitude for 5 minutes every morning as soon as you wake up. reading for 10 minutes every night, working out for 15 minutes every evening. These small steps may seem boring, but these are the steps that transform you into the person you want to become. The real magic of small habits lies in their compounding effect. Just as depositing a small amount of money in the bank daily eventually creates a large saving, similarly, small habits one day build a great personality. Now imagine if from today you adopt just 3 micro-habits, how far beyond your old identity you can go in the next year. In the next chapter, we will talk about the secret of energy management. Because without energy, focus is not possible. Let's learn to charge our inner battery. Chapter 9, Energy, the Real Game Changer. Let's talk about something most people ignore. Has it ever happened that you started your day with excitement, but by afternoon, all enthusiasm was gone? This is the effect of energy drain. Darius Forey says, focus is only possible when your energy is high. Energy is not just physical. Mental energy, emotional energy are equally important. If the mind is tired, the heart is heavy, then no matter how good an opportunity comes your way, you will not be able to take action. An opportunity does not wait. Now the question is how to maintain energy. With small, simple steps. Get proper sleep, at least 7 hours. Reduce processed food. Limit mobile time. Walk for 15 minutes a day. Do deep breathing. Take an example. If you get proper sleep at night, your focus and creativity in the morning will be on a different level. If you take a 5-minute break every 2 hours during the day, your mental freshness remains. Stopping energy leaks means maintaining a constant high fuel for your goals. Now imagine if your energy remains stable, how much your life's speed and impact can multiply. Now in the next chapter, we will learn how mindset changes your world. Let's take our way of thinking to the next level. Chapter 10, Mindset is Everything. This is where the internal battle becomes visible. Many times we think, if only I had more money, if only I had supportive people, if only I had perfect conditions. But the truth is that this problem is not outside, it is in the mindset. Darius Forey says, your mindset decides your future. Look at an example. 2 people are in the same situation. One sees opportunity, the other sees a problem. The one who has a positive mindset finds solutions. The one who has a negative mindset makes excuses. The real meaning of mindset is to look at everything as a growth opportunity. If a problem comes, think, what can I learn from this? How can I become stronger from this? Developing a positive mindset is a skill that comes with practice. It does not happen automatically. Now imagine if from today you look at every situation through a growth lens, how much your confidence, resilience, and success will increase. Now in the next chapter, we will learn the secret of deep work, which will take your focus to the next level. Let's delve into deep flow. Chapter 11, Deep Work, the True Power of Attention. Now we are entering elite territory. Have you ever experienced being so engrossed in a task that you lost track of time? This is deep work. Darius Forey says, shallow focus can be done by everyone, but only those with deep focus become true achievers. Deep work means getting completely immersed in one task without any distractions. Now the question is, how to do deep work? Some simple practices. Keep the first hour of the morning mobile-free. Choose a quiet place. Do deep breathing before starting work. Use the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of focus plus a 5-minute break. Look at an example. If you do 2 hours of deep work every morning, you can create a completely new skill or project in 6 months. Deep work doesn't save your time. Deep work changes your entire life. Now imagine if from today you do just 1 deep work session every day, where can your story reach after a year? Now in the next chapter, we will talk about why saying no is the biggest power move. Let's learn to set our boundaries. Chapter 12, Say No, Save Your Freedom. This chapter might feel uncomfortable. Sometimes the most important thing is to say no, but it also feels the most difficult. Darius Faroo says when you say yes to everything, you are saying no to your true goals. Imagine if everyone started controlling your energy, your time, your emotions. What would you save for your dreams? Take an example. If you get entangled in a friend's sudden plan every time or leave your work for a random favor every time, how far behind do your own dreams get? Saying no is not ego. Saying no is self-respect. Learn to respectfully decline. Protect your priorities. When you set your boundaries, people start taking you seriously too. Now imagine if from today you only say yes to important things and no to everything else. How focused, free, and powerful your life can become after a year. Chapter 13. Stop doing everything. Let's expose another trap. Have you ever wondered, when we try to do everything, try to grab every opportunity, who do we ultimately get hold of? Perhaps nothing. Darius Faroo says success comes not from how many things you do, but from which things you refuse to do. In today's world, there are distractions everywhere. Every day, new courses, new skills, new trends, and we think I should learn this too, do that too, do everything. But the truth is that he who wants to do everything ultimately masters nothing. Take an example. If a child starts learning cricket, guitar, coding, and painting at the same time, will he become a champion in any one thing? No. A champion is one who chooses one path and goes deep into it. Now imagine if from today you decide that I will put all my energy into one or two goals. Then, in the next few months, where can you reach? Now in the next chapter, we will talk about how small decisions bring big changes. Let's recognize the power of small steps. Chapter 14. Small decisions. Big difference. This chapter is about awareness. Have you ever thought that your life, no matter how big it seems, is actually the result of thousands of small decisions? Waking up in the morning and picking up your mobile, or picking up a book, going to the gym or staying asleep, sending an email or procrastinating. Every small decision slowly builds the map of your life. Darius Faroo says, life is a series of small choices. Choose wisely. Take an example. If you choose to meditate for 5 minutes every day, your stress level can drastically reduce in a few months. If you save 10 rupees every day, you can have an emergency fund ready in a year. Small decisions seem boring. Their impact is not immediately visible. But when you add them up over time, their cumulative effect can work wonders. Now imagine if from today, you consciously make every small decision, how organized, peaceful, and successful your life can become after a year. Now in the next chapter, we will talk about the magic of consistency. Let's understand patience and persistence. Chapter 15. Consistency, the real magic. Now we are at a truth everyone knows, but very few follow. In the world of success, there is a secret that everyone knows about, but very few actually follow it. Consistency. Darius Faroo says hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Consistency is boring. Doing the daily routine, doing the same work repeatedly, it doesn't seem glamorous. But the real victory happens there. Take an example. A writer who writes 1 page every day at the end of the year owns 365 pages, which means a whole book. With consistency, you cement your habits. With consistency, you rewire your mind and body. With consistency, you transform from an average person to a champion. Now imagine if from today you start consistently following just one positive habit, what kind of person you can become in a year. Now in the next chapter, we will talk about how big wins come after small failures. Let's stop being afraid of losing. Chapter 16. Failing forward. This is where courage is tested. Many times when we fail, it feels like everything is over. But the truth is that failure never stops the destination. Only our thinking stops it. Darius Faroo says, failing is learning. Without failure, there is no growth. Don't be afraid to see failure. Embrace it. Understand it. Take an example. If a businessman's first business fails, he can do 2 things. He can cry or he can learn. He who learns wins the next time. Failure is temporary. It only becomes permanent if you give up. Now imagine if you keep getting 1% better with every failure, how much wisdom and strength you can accumulate in a year. Now, in the next chapter, we are going to reach that turning point. Chapter 17, the eye-opener moment where a deep, life-changing truth will come to light. Be prepared. Chapter 17, what is true freedom? Eye-opener chapter. Now we are here. Until now, you must have thought that freedom means earning money, traveling, living life on your own terms. But true freedom is something else. Darius Foro says true freedom is freedom from yourself. Freedom means freedom from your laziness, freedom from your excuses, freedom from your old limiting beliefs. Imagine if you have to work but your mind says, let's do it tomorrow. Then, are you free? No. You are a slave to your mind. Take an example. If a person is very successful financially, but gets angry over every small thing, is he truly free? No, he is trapped in his emotional slavery. True freedom means when you control your mind, emotions, and choices yourself. Now imagine if from today you start mastering your mind, what level of inner freedom can you achieve in the next few years? Now in the next chapter, we will talk about the true power of a growth mindset. Let's take our mind to even greater heights. Chapter 18, change your life with a growth mindset. When you think, I will remain what I am now, you close all your possibilities. But when you say, I can learn, I can change, I can grow, then doors start opening for you. Darius Foro says, those who grow, they win. A growth mindset means considering every failure as a step, understanding every difficulty as an opportunity. Take an example. If a student is weak in maths and thinks, I was born weak in maths, he will never progress. But if he thinks, I can improve with practice, then slowly he can become an expert. A growth mindset is a revolution in your thinking. Now imagine if from today you consider every challenge an opportunity to learn, how unstoppable you can become. Now in the next chapter, we will learn how to build the right network with the right people. Let's strengthen our team. Chapter 19, connect with the right people. No one succeeds alone. The people you spend time with shape your thinking, energy, and results. Darius Foro says, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now imagine if you are surrounded by negative, complaining, lazy people, how will your energy be? But if you are among people with a growth mindset, positive action, how high can your flight be? Take an example. If you meet a friend who is health conscious every day, you will automatically start paying attention to your health. Therefore, build your network consciously. Choose who to spend time with and who not to. Now imagine if from today you surround yourself only with people with a growth mindset. Then how much your speed and success can increase in a year. Now let's move towards the last chapter, where we will extract the true essence of the entire journey. Chapter 20, focus and victory is certain. Ultimately, everything comes down to one thing, focus. Darius Foro says, focus isn't just about attention. It's about ignoring everything else. Focus means listening to the voice of your dreams amidst the noise of the world. Take an example. If you focus only on your target like an archer, then no matter how strong the winds are, you don't miss your aim. Focus makes you extraordinary from average. Focus takes you from noise to truth. With focus, you achieve what others only dream of. Now imagine if from today you just focus a little better every day. What version of yourself will you see in the next few years? Final conclusion. Change your focus, change your life. Now that you are at the final destination of this journey, close your eyes for a moment and think. How many things have changed in this entire journey? Your way of thinking, your priorities, your relationship with yourself. Now you know that true power is not in conquering the outside world. It is in conquering your mind, your energy, and your focus. You have seen how small daily decisions lead to big destinations, how consistency creates miracles even when it looks boring, and how mindset can turn every defeat into a new beginning. Focus on What Matters was not just a book. It was a mirror in which you saw your true potential. Now the question is not what you can do, Now the only question is, will you now choose what can truly change your life? The most beautiful part of this journey is that change is in your hands. No matter how many distractions there are, no matter how difficult the path seems, now you know that if the focus is right, the destination is certain. So let's make a small promise to ourselves today, to our dreams, to our life, that I will become a little better every day. I will only focus on things that truly matter. And I will write my name among the winners, not among those who give up. If you like this journey, if this audiobook has brought even a small positive change in your thinking, then take a small step. Subscribe to our channel for more videos.